Did you know that some of the most creative minds in history lived in chaos? Albert Einstein, known for his groundbreaking theories, famously had a messy desk. In fact, a study from the American Psychological Association found that people working in disorganized spaces generate 30% more creative ideas than those in tidy environments. Shocking, right? You might think that a calm and organized workspace is the key to creativity. But the truth is, embracing chaos can actually unlock your hidden potential. Creative people don't fear disorder, they thrive on it. They understand that confusion can spark fresh ideas and innovative solutions. In this video, we'll explore 6 unique ways that chaos can boost your creativity. You'll learn how to harness pressure to generate brilliant ideas, how to break free from dull routines, and why mental overload can lead to exciting breakthroughs. So, if you're ready to dive into the wild side of creativity, stay tuned. By the end, you'll see why chaos is not something to avoid but rather a powerful tool to embrace in your creative journey. Let's get started. Chapter 1. The Paradox of Disorder. How chaos fuels creativity. Many people think that creativity thrives in calm, organized environments. But, surprisingly, studies show that disorder often triggers innovation. A famous experiment by psychologist Kathleen Voss found that people in messy rooms generated more creative ideas than those in tidy spaces. The chaos of an unorganized environment stimulates the brain to think outside the box. Chaos challenges the brain to make unexpected connections, which is at the heart of creativity. Take, for example, Steve Jobs. He once said, "Creativity is just connecting things." Jobs embraced chaotic thinking, often allowing different and seemingly unrelated ideas to collide, creating something groundbreaking. If you're a creative person, you probably know that clutter can spark sudden insights. The disorder provides a landscape where random thoughts and ideas bump into each other. That randomness is where magic happens. So, next time your desk looks like a disaster, remember it might be helping your creativity. What can you do? Embrace a bit of chaos. Let your work area get a little messy, or rearrange things unexpectedly to jolt your brain out of routine thinking. When you're stuck on a project, introduce an element of randomness. Move locations, work at different times, or add new stimuli to your environment. These simple actions can spark creativity by disrupting the usual patterns. Instead of fighting chaos, use it to your advantage. Author Tim Harford, in his book Messy, argues that disorder can make us more creative, more resilient, and better able to solve problems. The key is not being overwhelmed by the chaos but letting it guide you into new ways of thinking. Chapter 2. Embracing Ambiguity. Why certainty kills innovation. We all love certainty. Knowing the answer gives us a sense of control. But when it comes to creativity, certainty is the enemy. Innovation often emerges in uncertain and ambiguous situations. A study published in Psychological Science found that people who embrace ambiguity are more likely to come up with creative solutions. Ambiguity forces you to think differently. It nudges you to question your assumptions and explore alternative paths. Picasso once said, "The chief enemy of creativity is good sense." What he meant was that logic and clear answers often block our ability to see things from new angles. To become more creative, learn to live with uncertainty. Instead of rushing to find the answer, sit with the questions for a while. Let the ambiguity simmer. You'll be surprised by the innovative ideas that emerge from the discomfort of not knowing. Here's a practical strategy. When you're facing a tough problem, delay making decisions. Give yourself time to explore multiple solutions. Studies show that the most innovative ideas often come after a period of uncertainty, not during a rush to find an answer. If you want to thrive creatively, start reframing how you see ambiguity. Instead of seeing it as a challenge, view it as an opportunity for exploration. When you're uncertain, you're open to new possibilities. That's the birthplace of creativity. Chapter 3. Controlled Chaos. Finding order in the madness. Creative people seem to live in a state of controlled chaos. Their lives may look disorganized from the outside, but they often have their own internal logic that helps them thrive. This balance between chaos and control is key to sustained creativity. Think of it like jazz music. The beauty of jazz lies in the improvisation, the unpredictability. But underneath that spontaneity is a structure, a rhythm that keeps the chaos in check. This is how creative people operate, combining randomness with just enough structure to keep things moving forward. Even Einstein was a fan of controlled chaos. His cluttered desk was legendary, but he thrived in it. He once joked, "If a cluttered desk is a sign of a cluttered mind, of what, then, is an empty desk a sign? To make chaos work for you, create what I call islands of structure." These are small rituals or routines that provide stability while you let the rest of your environment stay unpredictable. Maybe you always start your day with the same creative exercise or brainstorm at a certain time. These islands of structure keep you grounded while allowing chaos to fuel your creativity. Another strategy is to work in bursts. Creative people often have chaotic schedules, working intensely for short periods, then taking breaks to let their minds wander. This blend of structured focus and unstructured downtime allows for deeper creative insights. It's also helpful to develop what experts call creative constraints. Counterintuitively, limiting your options can boost creativity. For example, setting a timer for a brainstorming session or only using 3 colors in a design can help you think more creatively. These boundaries create a framework within which chaos can thrive. By finding the balance between chaos and control, you allow your creativity to flow freely without losing focus. Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate chaos but to channel it effectively. If you're finding these insights valuable, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more tips on unlocking your creativity. Chapter 4. Crisis Creativity. How pressure unlocks hidden genius. It's no secret that deadlines can be stressful, but did you know that pressure can actually enhance creativity? When time is tight, your brain enters survival mode. It has no choice but to think quickly and outside the box. A study from Harvard Business School found that people facing tight deadlines came up with more creative solutions than those who had more time. In crisis mode, your brain is forced to prioritize and filter out distractions. This focus often leads to breakthroughs. Take J.K. Rowling, who famously wrote parts of Harry Potter on napkins during financial struggles. The pressure of her circumstances fueled her creativity, not stifled it. One strategy to harness this is called artificial urgency. Set tight, self-imposed deadlines even if you don't need to. Give yourself 1 hour to brainstorm or a day to finish a project that would normally take a week. By shrinking your timeline, you force yourself to think more creatively and eliminate unnecessary steps. Another trick is to break your project into smaller, timed tasks. This method, known as the Pomodoro technique, encourages you to work in short, intense bursts. These focused sessions create a sense of urgency that taps into your creative potential. According to the Journal of Creative Behavior, short bursts of activity followed by breaks can boost creative problem solving by up to 20%. Embracing pressure doesn't mean embracing stress. It's about using the energy of a deadline to push through mental blocks. When your brain knows time is running out, it often skips past the obvious ideas and goes straight to something more innovative. Remember, the next time you feel the squeeze of a deadline, you might be on the verge of your next great idea. Chapter 5. Creative Disruption. Breaking free from routine can be the silent killer of creativity. Doing the same thing every day dulls your brain's ability to think differently. Research from the American Psychological Association shows that repetitive routines can reduce cognitive flexibility, making it harder to generate fresh ideas. The solution? Break the pattern. Creative people know that disruption is essential to innovation. They intentionally shake up their routines to avoid getting stuck in a rut. Jack Dorsey, co-founder of Twitter, practices this by switching up his work locations. He believes that a change in environment disrupts his thinking and keeps his creativity sharp. To introduce creative disruption into your life, try shifting your daily habits. Take a new route to work, work at a different time of day, or swap a task with a colleague. Even small changes in your environment can lead to big changes in your thinking. Research from the University of Michigan shows that a change in surroundings can increase creative output by 30%. Another technique is to seek out positive interruptions. These are moments that stop you from getting too comfortable. It could be taking a walk in the middle of your workday or having a spontaneous brainstorming session. Famous creatives like Beethoven often took walks in nature, using the break to disrupt their flow and allow new ideas to come in. If you find yourself stuck in routine thinking, intentionally disrupt it. Turn off your usual patterns and embrace unpredictability. When you make small, unexpected changes, your brain wakes up. You start to see problems in a new light. As author Twyla Tharp writes in The Creative Habit, if you want to think outside the box, you have to be willing to break the box. Hence creativity. The more varied the input, the more interesting the output. If you enjoyed this exploration into creativity, make sure to subscribe for more insights that can help you unlock your creative potential.